there. He joins us now live. Malungelo, Zandspruit is an area that we've seen these types of protests for the past decade or so, for longer in fact. Is there any difference to the demands from people who have taken to the streets this time around?
Well, Michelle, it's quite interesting. I mean, today's protest ultimately started yesterday. Residents telling me that it's because of 3 people that have died as a result of illegal electricity connections in this part of the world. And of course, saying that they are demanding now really a proper electricity supply from authorities. We are along Michelle Marina Drive and as well as Bears Nodia Drive. As you can see, also, I'm just going to move with the shot. You can see, Michelle, further down, there's a city power officials that are being accompanied by the police. What the officials are busy doing, they're trying to remove all these illegal electricity connections that these residents have been complaining about for several years. And of course, they are telling me, Michelle, community leaders, that they have raised this problem for a number of years, but nothing has been done about it. And of course, Michelle, saying to me, 3 people have died in this month alone as a result of these illegal electricity connections. And in fact, I was told that 1 person was being buried on Saturday. So residents are saying that taking to the streets is ultimately the only thing that authorities seem to understand, because they're saying that they want this problem solved. And as you rightfully said, Zandspruit is an area where we've continue each and every year. We constantly, Michelle, see residents from this area taking to the streets, whether it be about illegal electricity connections or service delivery or water, or be an issue about policing. These residents feel like no one really is taking them seriously. Hence, they decide to shut down one of the busiest roads in the city to make their point really to officials.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Malungelo, I remember being in the field and reporting from, in fact, that exact intersection where you're standing, and residents complaining about the same service delivery issues. This was some 10 years ago. It'll be interesting to see, especially as we build up to the elections next year, how the response might be different from officials.
That's right, Michelle. In fact, as we prepare for the 2019 local government elections, I can tell you now, protests like this are going to be common, because residents will take to the streets to get the attention of officials. And one of the local residents that I was talking to saying that they would like Mayor Herman Mashaba to really come here and talk to them and tell them exactly when will this problem of illegal electricity connections be sorted out? Because residents are saying, Michelle, they are also forced to steal electricity because they don't have a proper electricity supply in their community, and something that they have long been complaining about.
I mean, Malungelo, just on the face of it, Zandspruit really is the story of so many communities around the country where we've seen service delivery hampered by a whole range of issues. I mean, just from the shot we're seeing on screen now, it doesn't look like much has changed over the past 5, 7, 10 years. Herman Mashaba, as new mayor, well, relatively new mayor in Johannesburg, has there been any kind of response from his office?
Well, I haven't heard a response from the mayor. I'm sure perhaps later in the day they will respond to some of the concerns and the grievances that these local residents, of Zandspruit, are complaining about. And Michelle, you're right. I mean, when you walk or drive past here, Zandspruit, people will tell you that nothing has really changed here. And one of the locals that I was talking to said to me, actually, when we voted the Democratic Alliance, we had hoped that they were going to do they're going to change the situation for us. But we are not seeing any change, and hence we are deciding to take matters into our own hands and also protest and demand that we be heard. And I was asking whether have they heard anything also from their local councillor, and the gentleman said to me, no, they haven't heard anything from their local councillor. And residents, Michelle, I can tell you, they took this decision to take to the streets over the weekend because they had a mass meeting saying that they need to decide on the cause of action in order to get authorities to talk to them, and they agreed that they have to begin to protest in order to make sure that authorities deal with their concerns. Michelle, at the heart of it, let me remind you, residents are saying that there have been 3 people in the past, this month alone, that have died as a result of illegal electricity connections. They're saying to me that another person was in fact buried over the weekend, and hence they've decided to take the matters into their own hands, take to the streets, blocked one of the busiest roads in Johannesburg, causing traffic nightmare. Most motorists who would normally use this road, Michelle, have been forced to use back roads.
Thanks very much for that update. Malungelo Boy continuing to track the story of those fresh protests in Zandspruit for us.